Hell yeah, brother. You're on the Cleetus McFarland YouTube channel.
Month of Freedom.
Okay guys, I'm going to try not to make this intro sad and depressing. I am trying to make it exciting because today I'm going to give you a tour of our new merch warehouse that I bought last year, and we have spent a ton of money putting together and trying to make right. But as you guys know, we are way behind on getting orders out to you guys from the Escalade V giveaway that started March 7th. Now about half of the people from the giveaway have gotten their orders, but there's still some people dating all the way back to March 7th who didn't get their order, and we are working as hard as we can to get all the orders out. We've even gone as far as today closing down CleetusMcFarland.com. If you go on the home page right now, it is going to read this: Cleetus has halted all incoming transactions until our customers who ordered during the Escalade V giveaway have their packages in the mail. A massive influx in orders, as well as our warehouse move, has put us way behind where we should be. We apologize to our customers and promise we are working very hard to get you your orders. It's not a stock issue, it's us trying to get the product out the door. Please be patient, but if you believe your order has a legitimate issue, please email support@CleetusMcFarland.com. So if you're a customer of our website, I cannot apologize enough for the delays. We advertised 6 weeks at the latest, and it's been over 8 weeks. So I'm losing a lot of sleep over this. The team feels terrible about it, and I can show you a lot of the reasons why when we move in here. To be honest, we shouldn't have moved out of our old warehouse and moved into our new one this early. We kind of miscalculated and it screwed us. We thought we'd move in and our production would double as planned, and we moved in and production has gone down because of so many bottlenecks and system issues. And today felt like the first day we really got the ball rolling again. We've been here all day working with the team, and I really do feel good about it. I think that all orders from the Escalade V giveaway will be in the mail, shipped on their way to you guys in 3 weeks from now. And I know it does seem like a long time, and all I can do is ask you guys, my customers, to be patient, but I understand if you can't. So if you do have to email us at support@CleetusMcFarland.com and say, Cleet, I just want my money back, I totally understand. If your order hasn't shipped, I'd be glad to give you your money back, because we broke our promise to you of 4 to 6 weeks, and what else am I to do? Like, I feel like we've caused long-term damage to our company by what we've done here, and I really do apologize. I hope we can make it up to you guys with future stuff. I just got to get in here and show you what we got, okay? As many of you know, my merch warehouse started in my college bedroom, and it has grown. We had a 300 square foot office, and then we had a 2,500 square foot building. We added onto that twice. We got up to 9,000 square feet, and that's where we were up until 2 weeks ago when we moved into this 50,000 square foot building that I bought, got a loan on. And we have the other half of it leased to a different company. So we have 25,000 square feet on this side, and the equipment we bought was outrageously expensive, and we threw it together, and it's pretty much working now, okay? And you might be asking yourself, Cleetus, why wouldn't you just go to Amazon or something? That's a good question. I don't know. For some reason, I have kept the merch warehouse under my belt. Some days I really wonder why. But we have a family of people in here. A lot of the guys on the channel, their wives work in here, and some of the smartest people I know work in here. It's become a thing that I can't let go of. So we bought the warehouse, we bought the equipment, we're doing it. We're just really behind right now, and we're in a pickle. But we think we see the light at the end of the tunnel. So come on inside.
It's a pickle that's about to be fixed.
Yeah. Ta-da!
Da-da-da-da.
Don't worry about the low lighting. Okay, we got a couple lights out, but that's an issue for another day. So you see behind me, we got packages rolling. They're going down to a team of people that is putting them together. And it might look like a lot's happening right now, but that's this specific moment. This doesn't account for hours of downtime while we fix simple little issues that just are impossible to figure out. But that's where Carl comes in, so stand by. And by the way, guys, we did this whole facility to code with permits and everything. I can't tell you how much that complicates the process. You have to When you get to this scale, you have to play by the rules. I mean, we have sprinklers, the whole 9 yards. Which is something I can't say about some of our other projects we've done, okay? I'm really proud of the fact that this is all set up the right way. And that's part of the reason it took so much time. Like I said, I bought this building last year and we ordered the equipment last year. So it's really taken a long time to get to this point. Not 100% sure we should have moved to this warehouse in the last 2 weeks. Maybe we should have stayed in our original, like I said, but it's pretty cool. Come up here on the catwalk. Which, by the way, these things by themselves are really cool. Very expensive, but pretty cool.
Get to the other side, you know. Sturdy too.
Yeah. And there is a factor that's cool about being able to call this ours. Like, we ship our own merch, but the stress is almost unbearable sometimes. But when you see it, you're like, wow, that was worth it.
We're getting there.
When we get unburied from this all, and we look at this really magnificent system, it's gonna feel good, but we just got to get to that point. All right, let's catch up with Carl, and he's gonna give us a full tour. While we wait on Carl, we can even show one of the most ridiculous problems we've had over the last few days, which is this thing jamming. Now it's running good right now, but
because we're getting it dialed in. But she was struggling.
All right, here's Carl. Carl didn't want to do this video for obvious reasons because his system's not done yet, in all fairness, but you're there, buddy. You're at the end of the marathon.
We're getting there. We can see the end is in sight.
Yeah.
We're not quite there yet, though.
Not quite there, but we are close. I was telling them maybe our goal is like 3 weeks.
That'd be a good goal. Yeah.
That's a good goal. That's
goal.
what we kind of calculated this morning, but I want to give them a quick overview of the system. One cool thing you need to know about Carl is we hired him when we were designing the original system at the old office, like the old office up in Clearwater. And then a few years later, we asked Carl to design another system, and that's how we ended up hiring him full time. How long have you worked here now?
3.5 years.
3.5 years. So it's been great. When we moved to the new warehouse, which Carl desperately needed because we were out of room, he basically custom designed this whole system, and it is incredible. Do we have our bottlenecks today? Yes, but the goal is
3 weeks.
3 weeks and to work out those bugs.
Yes.
I think we both were surprised when we moved over that it wasn't flowing as fast as we wanted it to be. So
Yeah, so we were hoping to get up to speed a little quicker, obviously, than we did.
yeah,
But we've identified most of the issues. There's only a handful left that we got to knock out.
Yeah.
And then we'll get the orders out.
and they're going to keep coming up as we go. Like, to be honest, one major issue that we've been dealing with is like a couple thousand orders just got taken out of our system. And tracking those down, we actually ended up shipping a couple of them twice because some made it through and some went missing. It's been complicated, but we're sorting through it all. Hold on,
What are you doing, Carl? This guy.
We're trying to show the jam up. Oh, another one. See,
See, we gotta smoothen out the apex here.
yeah, see, that's what I was trying to show.
And then stuff goes the wrong way. This we're figuring out.
It's stupid stuff like this that has plagued us for a couple of weeks. Okay.
Yeah.
Don't sweat it, Paul.
I was trying to get it real quick.
I know. We just, at this point, we just show them everything we're dealing with so they get the deal.
So what we have going on here, one of the major issues that we had at the old building that would slow us down constantly is the mixture of items going into bags and items going into boxes. So one of our major goals coming here was this setup, so that way we can run boxes the same time as bags without backing up the line.
So what you have here is to the left, we're going bags. To the right is going boxes.
Right now we're primarily running bags at the exact moment, but otherwise you would see boxes over there,
Yeah.
totes over here. With this going based off color, sorting.
I know we're trying to give you guys a tour, but there's a lot of explaining that needs to go on here too. In this type of business, with the giveaway promotions and stuff, imagine this: your sales are basically flatline. You're doing the same amount of orders every day, and then a massive spike on the opening day and a massive spike on the closing day of the giveaway. So how do you staff a warehouse that has nothing going on for a month and then has massive sales for 2 months, right? It's really difficult. And so Carl tried to design a system that can scale up and down with people. For example, getting temp workers for jobs that require minimal training. And we've successfully done that. And I'm gonna show you how you could bring a guy like Squirrel in here and show him what to do. And in 5 minutes, he could be pulling with 100% accuracy. In an old school style warehouse like what was in my garage, you know, it's really easy to just grab the wrong shirt, slap it in a bag, and send it off to the customer. Well, then the customer hits you up, says, hey, I got the wrong size shirt. It costs more to ship it back and restock it than it does to just send them a new one. And then you lose your money. The customer gets 2 shirts, so they're happy. But for running a warehouse long term, it really can cost you a lot of money. When we brought Carl on, our error rate was, you might know the number.
The error rate was over 20% when I first came here. So.
Oh, well, we had some serious issues going on before we hired Carl. I didn't want to get into that. At least we were getting orders out on time. They were just wrong, okay? So now we're getting orders out a little late, but they should be right. And I'll show you how on this system over here. Should we just go to the bagging?
Let's go over here to the packing station. We'll kind of go backwards.
I'll steal someone's bagging station. Taylor, can I steal your station for a moment? You have a free break.
Oh, thanks.
I just want to drink your skin tea.
Well, she's got to
finish.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, you just
I got it. I'll finish it. All right. Okay. So the way this works, so we don't ship people the wrong stuff, is
There we go. Rolls up to you.
I pull this out.
I like it
I'm
so
gonna
far.
Scan this little license plate on the bin, okay?
Uh-huh.
That's gonna pull up what's supposed to be in the bin. We got a Jack Stand Chop Shop shirt and an LS George Bad Idea shirt. Here's the George shirt. Should be an XL. It's an XL. And then the Jack Stand shirt should be an XL. It's also an XL.
Perfect.
So I can check those 2 off. We're done. This takes a little bit more time, but now we know exactly what's supposed to be in the order is in the order.
Bag it up nice. Don't add any wrinkles to it. It's already folded perfectly.
Yep. So I bag it. These are the same bags we have had since I started in my room. I'm gonna hit validate, and it's gonna print out a label. I'm gonna try not to show the fella's name. We got Ethan C. from Moreno Valley. Your order, brother, is in the mail.
Finally.
Sorry for the delay. So that's where they pack them. But let's go show them how they get picked too, because a lot of accuracy going on. It's so bad we have Alan here working on
Our
posters.
best intern.
This is George and I's office right here.
Yeah.
This table, this is our desk. And we've been getting posters done. And then you can see down this aisle, this is actually Viscript's merch. So many of you are Viscript customers. And he is also doing a giveaway. His are a couple weeks behind. Not as bad as the Cleetus orders because we're keeping up. But don't be mad at Derek. Be mad at me, okay? The reason we're behind is not his fault. We're getting there though. Like I said, things are looking up. We got storage in between the polling stations. And then this is the Cleetus polling station.
Basically, all Cleetus right now is on this row. These rows are about 2/3 the length of our existing row that we had at the other building, our pick. But we have 3 of them here. So we have quite a bit more expansion room here. We were really tight at the other. And at this building, we're actually able to restock effectively. The other building was too tight to get behind the racking to actually restock as we're pulling.
Yeah, you couldn't pull and restock. Now you can restock as you pull.
So like right here, you can see, and we are getting more lighting put in here. It's pretty dark at the moment, but we get the lighting in here. But they actually come behind here, pull product down, and restock from the rear, not interfering with the people pulling.
This is labeled in the system. It doesn't even know what shirt it is, but you can see these shirts are already folded and then they stick them in the back. So depending on what YouTuber it is or what shirt it is, because we use several YouTubers merch, it's all just stocked from behind in that station. And then the light to pick system, which we're going to show you next, tells the pullers where to pull the item out of. We're going to loop around till we'll go to the start of the whole deal. This one down here we're not using yet, but we're hoping to grow into that station. We kind of went all out on the equipment side so that we don't end up in the same situation where we have a ton of stock but can't get the orders out in, a year from now. We want to keep growing.
And we're really at the moving stage where not everything has its proper home, like it will shortly. So stuff's kind of where we had to get it in order so we can get the product out.
This is
Look at this, dude. This is one of our problems. Jam up.
This is gonna be.
And then it's back here. You can't find it,
We're gonna show you right now our first bottleneck situation we have going on. Right now, the pulling team is pulling items faster than the packing team. So as these bins are trying to make their way to be packed, there's a roadblock right here, literally.
How the whole process starts now, instead of being on the old system, we had very much manual and dealing with labels, putting in bins, which is potential for getting lost and such.
Oh yeah, I mean, when I did orders during Christmas, I know for a fact I got my labels and my items switched up a couple times.
Yeah, so that's another goal of this facility, is to no longer have those errors occurring. So how this works is you grab the tote. It says it's expecting a tote right now. If you were working on boxes, it would be telling you what box to grab. And you just scan the tote.
Scan the little license plate.
License plate right there, and it's good to go down the line. And they're ready to pull it.
All right. And to be honest, this does look like a little bit of a mess right now. For lack of better words, what we got going on is a little bit of a shit show. But this device, it allows whoever's working over here to keep track of what's what, because when you scan this bin, it then tells you what has to be in it, right? And then you look, like, literally when he scanned that, there's going to be a light on this wall. Here it is. See how it says quantity 1? So I'm literally going to pull one item out of that box, click the button, and the light goes off, throw it in there. One more. This is a JH Diesel shirt. Click that, and now it says move to the next area. That bin's not necessarily done, but we got the items for this zone.
Correct. So this order now gets passed over to get pulled further down rather than straight to shipping. Had this order been done with those items, it gets put in the middle takeaway belt, and that gets taken straight to shipping, which is a little backed up.
As you can see, the takeaway belt has been bottlenecked. But we've had this issue of the packers are beating the pullers, and then
today's one of the few days we flip the other way. So as we're fixing bottlenecks and fixing problems, it's moving where the issue obviously
now this
is.
team is dominating, and they're trying to keep up. So it's Can you see how we could get days behind trying to dial all this in?
Easily.
But
makes you think.
But we are getting more out.
Yeah.
We're
It makes you think maybe we shouldn't have moved during this situation. But hey, here we are. We dug our own hole. We just got to climb out.
You know what they say? 1 step backwards, 2 steps forwards.
You heard that before, Carl?
Yep, that's how they say
Maybe
it.
not quite with that accent, but I agree with the sentiment, though.
All right, so basically it's the same pulling technique in every station, and then it goes through the middle.
Yeah, so the same idea goes all
Back to
three.
where we-
If there's an order that needs to be on multiple aisles, it gets passed and snakes through the system. The more efficient for an order is to have items nearby that commonly sell together, and we have that stuff going on as well.
Yeah, I mean, we have to learn all of that, essentially. But you can see, like, these bins are all likely done and just have to be put into the conveyor, taken around and packed, and we have the most packers we can run going right now. Today might be one of the best days we've had, and we're hoping to only get better as these 3 weeks go on of trying to get down to 0. We won't reopen CleetusMcFarland.com until we hit 0, and then we got to do some sort of grand reopen. We got to swallow our pride for the time being and shut off the website, which has never happened since its inception in 2017, I believe it was. So it hurts. This is a painful deal, but ideally 3 weeks, probably 4 weeks. We need maybe a week of downtime.
Before the website gets back up?
Yeah.
I'm taking that 3 week goal to heart,
Yeah.
and I'm on there saying.
Okay. All right. But maybe a week of downtime after the 3 weeks to get through customer service, the whole 9 yards. Make sure everyone's dialed in.
And we got to make sure that we're getting vice grip stuff out.
Yeah, vice grip's got to be dialed in. We got to be literally at 0 on Cleetus side, a really good spot where all vice grips orders are taken care of. Customer service is dialed in, and then we can think about reopening our website. And like I said, guys, we really do apologize. We are taking this to heart. I think him and I have lost the most sleep in a long time over anything. Like, this is hitting hard, and feels terrible, especially knowing your guys' hard-earned money is already here. And the stock is already here. We just have to get it to you. Like, you can see the inventory exists, right? We've been ordering for the SBB giveaway 6 months ago, but we got caught with our pants down, and we're just trying to gather it up. So, any other comments besides 3 weeks?
We're doing our best.
Yeah, we're doing our best. There's no doubt about that.
It's getting there. Every day is a little bit better than the last.
Every day is a little bit better.
Yeah. So imagine how good it's gonna be in 3 weeks. You know what I'm saying?
It's gonna be a nice feeling.
I'm gonna want to do a walk around then.
Once Carl gets his place locked and loaded, we will come back and show you everything, and it should look a lot better. It should be well lit. There should be a lot less clutter going on. It's just, you know,
Proper home for everything.
it's one of those weeks.
Yeah.
It's one of those weeks. Actually, it's been one of those months. If your order just says waiting to be shipped, you're good. We got you dialed in. Okay, we're working on it. If you feel that your order does have a legitimate issue, you can email support@cleetusmcfarland.com, and they're doing their absolute best to keep up. It is flooded pretty hard. We just got to get through it. I did mention earlier that if anyone wants a refund and we haven't already shipped their order, we will give it. Absolutely. Yeah. Okay. So
Yep.
we're locked in on that. We will give you your money back. So hope people don't take us up on that. We want to give them their awesome t-shirts because we're really proud of what we have and what we have going here. But until we get back on our feet, CleetusMcFarland.com is closed. Hate to say that, but it is what it is. Not much else I can say for now. We're working hard, guys. Thanks for watching. Do It For Dale. We'll frickin' see you later.